say it's worse today. I mean, just sinking in, even coming here, seeing the dogs lined up, seeing the hearts.
The Highland Park community in mourning tonight as the reality of what unfolded yesterday truly hits home.
We are learning more about the 7 victims shot and killed just minutes after the parade stepped off.
Casey Cronus live for us tonight near Memorial Park, where hundreds of people joined together tonight to pray for those lives lost. Casey.
That's right, Corey and Dawn. And outside of a nearby church, memorials were set up for each of the victims. Messages in chalk also written on the sidewalk here. Families filled with sadness and sorrow are also finding strength in each other.
As the community came together to pray for healing at Highland Park Presbyterian Church.
It just makes it more and more real.
Outside, messages of love were left for those who didn't make it home from yesterday's 4th of July parade.
It's a horrific, horrific thing. 2
of the victims, a married couple, 35-year-old Irina and 37-year-old Kevin McCarthy. They were feared dead when a little boy, who's now been identified as their son, was found alone amid the chaos.
That child is not going to have parents. My life is my daughter. I'm my daughter's life. It's absolutely, it's devastating.
As gunfire erupted, community members rushed the boy to safety, caring for him as the search for his family began.
I followed the boy as they were trying to reunite him with his parents. I know that was a really tragic situation.
The 2-year-old is now with his grandparents, but tragically will grow up without his mom or dad. Friends and strangers alike rallying together to support the young boy. A GoFundMe account raising more than $1 million in a matter of hours.
And I'm hopeful that maybe out of this terrible tragedy will come a positive outcome, and that we will find a way to stop this hate and learn to live together.
Support dogs were also here tonight, offering some comfort to those who came out to this vigil. Now, of course, there is going to be a very long road to healing ahead. Let's send things to my colleague Natalie Baumke with details on some of the other victims who sadly did not make it home yesterday.
Thank you, Casey. And the mayor of Highland Park said it is time to shift the focus from the perpetrator of the crime to the victims. A grandfather visiting from Mexico, a devoted member of a local Jewish congregation, and a dedicated financial advisor among the victims.
Nicolas TOLEDO-ZARAGOZA was visiting his family in Highland Park from Morelos, Mexico. The 78-year-old was a father of 8 and beloved grandfather. He enjoyed fishing. His granddaughter saying he was the one who saved all of our lives, talking about the 3 bullets that struck Zaragoza as they watched the parade. 63-year-old Jackie Sundheim was a devoted member of the North Shore Congregation Israel in Glencoe. The Highland Park resident had been a preschool teacher and events coordinator for the synagogue. 88-year-old Stephen Strauss, a Highland Park resident, still took the train to his Chicago office 5 days a week, working as a stockbroker. He is survived by his wife, 2 sons, and grandchildren whom he loved dearly. 64-year-old Katie Goldstein also resided in Highland Park. She was married with 2 children.
And we are still awaiting the identity of a 7th victim who died at a hospital in Cook County. And as Anthony reported, the state's attorney says many more charges are coming in this case tied to the suffering of the victims who were not killed but forever scarred by the attack.